As DJS faces scrutiny for how it handles juveniles, another young offender learns his fate in court today, nearly 2 years after 2 people were killed and 28 others hurt in the Brooklyn Day mass shooting. Alexa Ashwell was in court for today's sentencing of Tristan Jackson. She joins us live with details. Alexa.
Yes, Guy, Tristan Jackson received the second longest sentence out of the 5 defendants charged in connection to the Brooklyn Day mass shooting. 10 years in prison, the first 5 years without the possibility of parole. Tristan Jackson exits the Baltimore City Circuit Courthouse hours after a judge sentenced him to 45 years in prison, suspending all but 10 years of that sentence, followed by 5 years supervised probation as part of a plea for his role in the Brooklyn Day mass shooting back in July 2023. Outside the courthouse, Jackson's family declining to comment and his attorney saying very little. Can we get a statement?
I don't have any comment. Thank you very much.
Only confirming his plan to file a motion to modify Jackson's sentence.
I'm going to file a motion to reconsider, but I don't have any comment about
File the motion to modify the sentence? Is that accurate?
I'll go ahead and do that. That's pretty standard.
Prior to sentencing, Jackson's attorneys talked about his childhood exposure to violence, including a shooting at Mervo High School, which they say led him to arm himself with a gun at the school. As a juvenile, that violation landing Jackson on probation and wearing an ankle monitor. The monitor, investigators say they used to track his movements the day of the Brooklyn Day mass shooting. Jackson's attorneys telling the judge Baltimore police left people to fend for themselves that night, making the conscious decision to not enter Brooklyn homes despite multiple calls to 911. The defense also arguing Jackson did not bring a gun to Brooklyn Day, rather was handed the weapon by his co-defendant Aaron Brown, and the shots Jackson is accused of firing never hurt anybody. The state reiterating Jackson's juvenile criminal history, specifically involving a firearm, his role in the Brooklyn Day mass shooting, and infractions they say he had while in prison since his arrest in August 2023. The judge ultimately handing down a 10-year sentence for the 4 counts in the guilty plea, with the first 5 years of that sentence coming without the possibility of parole. The state's attorney's office writing in part, Mr. Jackson will spend this time of his life behind bars, reflecting on his decision to carry and use a firearm in our city. Legal expert Jeremy Eldridge, who is not associated with the case, weighing in.
This offender's prior juvenile history was not only taken into consideration in the recommendation made by the state's attorney's office, it was obviously taken into consideration in implementing the sentence by the court. However, it's not the dominant factor necessarily. We know that this case was incredibly complicated and difficult to investigate. We know that BPD, due to the large-scale nature of the investigation, had difficulty in identifying and obviously later prosecuting the individuals that were associated with it. So this sentence strikes a perfect balance between accountability and then also recognizing some of the issues that may have been difficult in prosecuting the matter at trial.
Jackson has been in custody since his arrest in August 2023 and will receive time served. Reporting live in downtown Baltimore, Alexa Ashwell, Fox 45 News.
Alexa, thank you. Last May, the other 4 defendants charged in the case accepted plea deals from the state. Aaron Brown was sentenced to 12 years in prison. The 15-year-old and 16-year-old defendants each received a 5-year sentence, followed by 5 years probation. And Tristan Jackson, the first arrest made in the mass shooting, was sentenced to 1 year in prison. As for the 2 people killed in the Brooklyn Day mass shooting, Aaliyah Gonzalez and Kylis Fagbemi, well, no one has been arrested or charged with their murders at this time. In March, Gonzalez's mother addressed the guilty pleas.
This is not ending. This is not putting a period on it for us. This is a continuation.
I'm Tristan Jackson. Thank you for watching. Here's another video to watch. Also, please take a moment to subscribe to our channel.